Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com.
This week on Duel Review, Dragon Ball, all week.
A to Z.
That's right.
I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Welcome to April the 2nd. Comic-Con was great. It's over now. We can get back to our lives. And we've had... who's the viewer that wanted to hear about Dragon Ball?
Figured Out 95, who has recommended a lot of things to us. You know, came to say hi. He's actually a friend of mine on PlayStation Network now. He wanted to do Dragon Ball. He asked several times now. And so we decided to dedicate this entire week to Dragon Ball.
He decided to dedicate.
I decided.
So he's going to do a lot of talking, and I'm going to do a lot. Because I do like Dragon Ball, so let's just get that out of it. I do like it. But anyway, I'm not as, like, life-changing as he seems to be.
Well, this is one of the best-selling manga series ever.
Okay.
So.
Well, yeah, okay. So today we're going to talk about the manga. It was, Shuyen? I don't know. It was English Madman.
Right.
In English.
Right. The original series ran from 84 to 95, I believe, right? Something like that. It was a very long-running series. And it's based... The whole concept behind Dragon Ball was based off of that old story, Journey to the East, or Journey to the West? Journey to the West. Excuse me.
42 volumes, Akira Toriyama.
Akira Toriyama being the writer and artist and everything else. He did everything. So I wanted to bring up the fact that it was inspired by Journey to the West, which a lot of things have been, especially recently. There was that video game Enslaved, right? Journey to the West, right? With
Odyssey to the East.
Odyssey to the East, right? That's right. So that was based off of this, not off of Dragon Ball, but Journey to the West. But yeah, so Dragon Ball follows a young boy with a tail, a monkey's tail, named Goku, as he wants to become the world's greatest fighter. At first, when you meet him, he's living in the woods with his grandfather, Gohan, who's teaching him, all these great things. But in addition, there's also the Dragon Balls, which, when collected, there's 7 of them, summon a great dragon who can grant one wish. Any wish at all, just one of them. And then the dragon disperses into the 7 balls, and you have to go searching for the balls all over again. Initially, the first ones, there's actually 2 dragons. There's the Earth Dragon, who is very long and thin. And then there's the Namekian Dragon, which has a tail, but he's kind of very big and brawny, and he's a real bastard. The Earth Dragon, when he grants your wish, he'll split off into the 7 Dragon Balls and disperse through Earth. And the Namekian Dragon, when he disperses, breaks off into the orbs, he shoots off throughout the galaxy, which kind of adds to future events, bringing back the Saiyans in Dragon Ball Z. But Dragon Ball, the manga is strictly based on... I'm sorry, not strictly based, but it's about young Goku as he wants to become the greatest fighter, and he goes to the tournaments, the world tournaments that's set on an island that kind of looks like Bali, but isn't, because this is a different Earth. And so it's his story. It's his story as he meets Master Roshi, who trains him as a martial artist, who's also the keeper of the Kamehameha. And he also befriends young Krillin. And Krillin is one of my favorite characters ever. I love that character, young Krillin. In Dragon Ball Z, kind of, okay, Krillin, yay. But young Krillin, I just love, because he's kind of, rash and brute and, just kind of angry all the time and always wants to be better than Goku, but secretly knows that he's not, and wants to be a Shaolin monk, although I think he was kicked out for some reason.
Yeah, and this is the part of the property that you like the most, right?
Yes.
Young Goku.
I love Dragon Ball. The other ones are great. Dragon Ball Z is great. Dragon Ball GT is fun. But Dragon Ball is the one that I really resonate with, because I love watching young Goku, be all like, in his young form, just like, and pick up a boulder and kind of move it, like he's pissed off at something, or determined, So, yeah, I do love that one. Plus, this is where we meet Chi-Chi, his future wife, who is the daughter of the Ox King, and she's kick-ass, and I really wish that she remained kick-ass, although you do see it sometimes in Dragon Ball Z, you know, when she goes to, like, you know, yell at Goku.
They're definitely stereotyped, though, a little bit.
Yeah, very much so, but it's still fun. One of my favorite...
The female form is weak and feeble. No, that's not part of it.
what... Okay, that kind of brings me into Dragon Ball Z, and I'm sorry, but you know what? Okay, never mind. I'm going to talk about that later. It's because I'm dedicating an entire week to Dragon Ball. It's hard not to kind of split off into certain things. But yeah, that kind of brings me to Gohan, but he's not part of Dragon Ball yet, and I'm strictly talking about Dragon Ball the manga.
I mean, one thing I can say about the manga is that it has more fun. You know, it has more of the cutesy stuff, has more of the faces and all that stuff. I mean, it's definitely present in the anime and whatever, but it has a lot of fun and a lot of, like I say, a little cutesy. With black and white, of course, the whole thing, which is, you know, it's kind of nice to see it both ways, I guess. You know, it's nice to see.
Well, what's funny is
black and white
is Akira, the writer. He was talking about color when he was doing it. And halfway through, even though it's black and white, he decided that something would change colors, and it kind of would screw up things, like kind of create inconsistencies, even though it was in black and white, which I don't really understand how that's possible. But I think
shade or
shade. I think it also has to do with like what's on the cover as well.
be like in the text, you'd always have to like, "Wow, you are so green." But yeah, the manga, I don't know. It's kind of what I think of Japanese anime is that it encompasses all emotion, kind of thing, and so it does do that very well. But it's the exact same art style that they'd use in the anime. Really, I mean, it's
very much so.
He obviously didn't do the anime himself.
No, but yeah, I think a huge production company did it for the anime, but the manga he did everything by himself. In fact, after Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, he said, "I can't do this anymore. You know, I'm tired of drawing. I got to take a break."
I gotta take a wicked quit.
I got to take a break. In which case he did, but he ended up going right back to it anyways and doing like covers and like what's it called? Like little guides, you know, showing artwork and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's a big enough property that we're doing an entire week about it. 42 volumes.
Volumes, right.
Yeah. A lot of them are going to be available in your local comic book store. So you can go check them out.
Well, sometimes they are. I think we went to ours and they only had one of Dragon Ball.
They had like 13 of Dragon Ball. They had a bunch of Dragon Ball Z. But I mean, you can always fill in the gaps or have them order it for you or whatever if you're interested.
Support your local comic shop.
Yeah, and it's also, I think, a good manga. I mean, if you're interested in Dragon Ball Z and you haven't checked out the manga, like if you're just... most Americans are just into the animation.
That reminds me, I should note that...
It's a good intro into manga.
What I'm going to tie into that right now, this manga, this Dragon Ball, has influenced a lot of other well-known manga series out there, like Bleach was, you know, the writers of Bleach said that they were inspired by Dragon Ball. Was it no. One Piece was. I think Inuyasha. Yeah, I don't really understand that One Piece either. But Inuyasha was, I think. Did I write any down? And Naruto was the other one that I wrote down as far as being influenced, verbally saying that they were influenced by Dragon Ball. So Dragon Ball had a huge
spiritual energies and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it. Plus, you know, the way that they were drawn, the pattern of, you know, losing, winning, and then training yourself to become better. You know, that kind of cycle, or I forget if it was that way, but whatever. But yeah, it was great. So yeah, that's Dragon Ball. It's a wonderful series. I love it. You know, after a while though, you know, the different iterations, you kind of get like, oh, okay, I'm kind of done with this. But yeah, especially Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball definitely stands out to any of the other ones. You know, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT.
I actually agree. I think that is probably the most fun. We'll talk about it more with like the animation and stuff.
Right.
But so go check it out if you're inclined to do so.
Yeah.
Check it out.
See what's inspired other manga out there. This is it. Check it out.
Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Tell us what you think.
Please leave comments. I always answer.
And we still got our card game.
Oh yes, we can still sell it online. So please buy
We've
it.
got his short stories and everything. We're working towards the new stuff. You know, we have started new production on games and comics to the future and more stories and whatnot.
And if you're interested, I don't know why I haven't said this before, but if you're interested in what we're doing and would like to join, please just send me a line. We're looking for people to help.
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to grow our independent
hood.
Yes, hood.
Independent hood. Independent.
Grow the hood of independence.
Umbrella ourselves.
Let's see.
Yes!
Damn it!
Yes, that's 100, ain't it? Yes, it is. That's 100. Way to start the new week. Monday, I got 100. Hell yeah.
Good job, sir.
Yay! Bye! Da-dun-da-dun.
Coming up, Dragon Ball, the video games. Alright, you ready for your week of DBZ?
DBZ!
Or DB?
DB sounds like a slave.
Douchebag.
Huh!
I got a case of the DB. Stinks.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking ridiculous. Alright, you ready?
That'll put some hair on you and have you grow a tail and turn into a monkey.
Alright, welcome to the 2nd of April. It's right after Comic-Con. Boy, was it a great Comic-Con.
Yes, it was.
It was just wonderful. Stan Lee came and bought a game from us.
Yep, slipped me a couple $100. It was nice.
Yeah, he gave me a hug. It was awesome.
Good guy. Hair, bushy, bushy. The singing bush from
Too bushy, too bushy!
Okay.